How are you doing? We're about to get a message for you and just see what is going to be coming up in March for the sign of Gemini. If you feel this reading could be timeless whenever you find it, I think there's a good reason for that too. All right. Spirit, please show me Gemini. I hate when I drop cards, Gem. I'm so sorry. So 2 cards come out of this deck. One is Gamble, the other is Farewell. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. Give me a truthful and honest message for the sign of Gemini. All right, so we have the answer is yes, and the Divine Masculine. Wow, bottom of the deck is Cycles. What have you been through before that you're going through again with this guy or this girl? They're definitely packing up a situation and coming towards you. I know that sounds like a risk or a gamble, but that's what they're doing. I also feel kind of what triggered them to leave their situation is you leaving them. So you've gotten out of a situation recently. You've packed up your bags and said, farewell, Divine Masculine. And then they come towards you. They respond by coming towards you. So what's coming up? Ooh, yeah, there's a divorce happening. The Sun. You're going to be happy about this. Justice. Wow. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands down here just want to pop out. Both of those queens. All right. The Star also wanted to come out. I'm just going to leave that down there. And the Three of Cups. Okay. You've been praying. You're like, please, God, give me justice. Break this situation up. They don't deserve to be together. You could be hoping that, you know, someone you love gets out of a marriage that they shouldn't be in. It could be your best friend. Could be your parent. Could be your child. Oh, sorry. Could be anyone here. But you're just thrilled that they're getting separated or divorced, you know? Farewell and divorce, you know, this is, yes, that's what's happening. So you've been waiting for a message, okay? Now, if this is about a personal relationship, excuse me, I don't need tissues. It's way, way, way back in my head. I'm going through allergies. And anyways, this person, if it's for you, if you're in an intimate relationship with someone that possibly has a third party, look what the cat drags in. All of a sudden, return and apologies. All right? This person that you've been praying to God and hoping gets out of a third party situation, they finally do. They finally do. This isn't the first time I think you've been through this or you've heard, oh yeah, I'm leaving, this is really happening. This might be something you've heard over a period of time, but it's actually happening. And this person is excited to come back into your life, into your connection, looking forward to whatever turns around the corner with you. They're kind of hoping you're going to take them back. 3 of Cups celebration. I mean, for whoever this resonates for, this is good news. Your person is finally leaving a third party. But again, I have to reiterate, this is happening because you left. You said goodbye. You took a risk, which was a complete gamble on leaving this person alone. Because I don't think you wanted to. You know, Queen of Cups, you love this person. You're like, I don't want to leave him alone. But you kind of felt you had to. And just your energy about disappearing, going away for a while, leaving the connection inspired them to confront this other person around them and do what they need to do legally with Justice card, Queen of Swords, legally talk to someone and, you know, file for separation or file for those divorce papers and quite possibly even move out and speak to someone like a landlord or something to say, hey, I need a place. They may even reach out to you and tell you they need a place. They need a place to stay because they just got out of this situation. What does this person want to tell you, Gemini? Besides, I'm leaving the other woman. For a lot of you guys, this could be a man. You could flip it, but that's, you know, just what's coming out. So what does this person want to tell you? Spirit, what does this person want to tell Gemini? You're going to be really happy. I just think you're going to be jumping for joy. 3 Cups, Sun. Oh, yeah. You're like, finally they're leaving a marriage. Finally they're leaving this situation. So they want to tell you, oh, honey, my soul yearns for you. Okay, I've been thinking about you a lot. I've been wanting you. I just, you know, this is constant. When you get the soul yearning card, it's consistently seeking you out, searching for you, finding you, thinking about you, obsessing about you, dreaming about you. I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. I don't really know how to express myself right now. This is kind of speechless. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry, Doja. Down here, I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. So they want to talk about this, but they're like, I can't really open up yet. You know? They don't even really want to talk about what happened. And to be honest, they had a terrible fight, or this is about to happen, but there's just going to be a massive storm with the Queen of Swords, and they're really just going to have it out with this partner. You know, fur is going to fly. That Queen of Wands, we could be dealing with the Leo somewhere in this reading that has gotten into this fight, gotten into this argument, and let me tell you, it was bad. There was no tear left unshed. There was no word left unsaid. They let it all out. They let it all come out. And the truth hurts. A lot of truth was just sparking between them and this spouse or this person that they're committed to and living with, you know. They let each other have it. And they insulted one another. They told each other what they hate about the other. Confessions came out, perhaps, that there's another woman or another man. You know, someone's like, I know about it, I knew about it, whatever. Quit trying to hide it. Admit it. Someone definitely said, F you. F you. I don't owe you any explanation. I don't want to tell you anything. There was probably some denial, you know, a level of, I got to protect myself in this fight. But it could have even been the cops got called. But even if they weren't, somebody went legal and went down to a courthouse or a police station and was like, I want a restraining order on this person. Or, you know, can you call them and tell them I don't want them calling my phone anymore? I don't want them texting and I'm serious. You know, this is like, I want to go take it to the next level. I feel like if somebody wanted a restraining order, they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute that person, you know, because you got to have a lot of consistent, bothersome texts or calls to say this person's harassing me, and then I want a restraining order. Or the fact that maybe someone threatens someone, it has to be kind of, there has to be some facts. So I feel like there wasn't enough evidence, or somebody was like, I'll be nice. I won't do that if you just get out. So yeah, packing bags. And I think the divine masculine is packing bags. Male or female doesn't matter. But as soon as they leave this situation, honey, they're going to come crying to you. Okay? They're like, listen, I apologize. I should have listened to you a long time ago. Like, you were right. You know, I'm making bad decisions in my life. I'm a wrecking ball. I'm just looking for problems, you know? And I shouldn't have been where I was as long as I was. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for hurting them. I'm sorry for hurting everybody. Like, I just feel bad, you know? I feel terrible right now. I'm going through a traumatic situation, and I really could use a nice, safe place to just stay till I get my head on straight, till I can figure out where I'm going to go. I definitely feel like there's this, I'm bringing bags to your house. Your love language is deep conversation. So the fact that this person doesn't know, Gemini, how to talk to you, that's going to kind of set you off with some bad vibes, to where you're like, I don't feel comfortable living in the same house with someone that can't tell me everything and just get honest with me. You know, it's not like you're looking for minute details. You're just like, I need to know the situation. You know, is this person going to retaliate? Are they going to come find you here? Is this a legal divorce or separation? Or are they just arguing with you? Do you share, you know, cell phones, locations? Do you share bills? Like, you know, I need to know what's going on. So it's like, open up, talk to me. Because we've been separated for a while here, long distance. You're just like, it's been a minute since I've been in your situation and I don't know what's going on. You need to tell me. You know, and you also probably want to know, how does this person really feel about their separation or divorce? Let's go ahead and get an oracle on this. Let's see. Let me see. Do I have the book to that? I don't want to get an oracle I don't have a book to. Well, okay, there it is. Sorry, just give me a moment. I'm just trying to grab this book. I have a lot of cards on my desk. Okay. So, Spirit, can you please guide and direct me right now for Gemini and show me what kind of energy you feel for Gemini in this situation? Please show me. Please show me. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Wish, which is like a prayer even. And then we have Fantasy Forest. Wow, did you just conjure this up and manifest it? Kind of feels like you did. It feels like you just thought of this. It almost feels too good to be true. Like, am I speaking something in your life that you're like, oh, Steph, this is my fantasy. This is too good to be true. You're really feeding my fire right now. You know, don't get my hopes up. Hey, this is the reading. So this is intuition. Wow. So you kind of sensed, didn't you? You had a sixth sense about this. You knew they were about to pop out of a situation. Hi, Peaches. A woman rides on a grand white stag. Oh my gosh. Is this... Okay, this is also a little bit of a Cinderella story for you. Honestly. Something about the Cinderella story is going to touch base for you, Gemini. But here, the stag is surrounded by nature in all his nighttime glory. The fantasy forest is a place where Gemini can connect to other worlds. And when Gemini taps into its intuition or consults with a higher consciousness, like the tarot or astrology, then this card represents the sphere in which we do it in. Okay? You follow the Nocti girl too? I just started following the Nocti girl like last week. And I read her Cinderella story and I was like, that's my Cinderella story. So that's cool. What is Claire Nocti? She's got a great channel. All right. So when we tap into our intuition or consult with our higher consciousness, we rely on our intuition from time to time. For our ancestors and animal friends, checking in their gut feelings has made the difference between life and death. Yeah, Doja, I want to do a spin-off kind of like that. On my astrology channel, I want to do pieces like that. Maybe not hour-long videos, but like 30-minute clips about the nakshatra signs and their stories. The Cinderella one was really good and the Beauty and the Beast, but she kind of fell off on a few others. They weren't quite like that. So I'm really interested to see more videos that she does, but I definitely want to do a spin-off more in astrological detail. I don't really want to read too much from a book and just kind of sound like I'm just repeating things. Like I really want to come off, I don't know, but I'm going to do something really interesting with it. And I will use that Cinderella story, Beauty and the Beast story. I just have to get my ducks in a row to do videos like that. So I'm excited. But, okay. We all rely on our intuition from time to time. And that's what's going on for Gemini. Your intuition's been telling you this is going to happen. This is going to happen any day. This is going to happen any time. It's almost like you kept speaking this onto yourself. And you feel it. You don't see any signs, but you know it. And you're just like, this is so weird. I've been forecasting foreseeing, foreshadowing this event. And so now it's happening, and it's almost like, is this too good to be true? In this card, when you get it in your reading, it's time to consider how you feel. It does not suggest that you ignore logic, but rather trust in the messages that appear to come from within. Have you ever felt negatively about someone on a first meeting, only to be proven right a few weeks later? See? Have you ever felt positively about somebody and then something manifests? Can you remember a time when you met this person where your intuition said they have a big part to play in your life? You didn't maybe expect the story to pan out the way it did, but you knew before words were ever spoken, just upon meeting this person, that they were destined in your life. Some will call this insight, even a sixth sense. Some say it's psychic. But you're being asked to lean on your truth right now because it has something of relevance to you and this person. Now, when you met this person, something very divine happened. It just hit you. I don't know what you felt. It could have been an electric feeling. It could have been butterflies. It could have been flashes of memories or future flashes of what your future would be like. But there was some kind of psychic energy whenever you met this divine masculine. And you knew it was different, and it kind of stood out from all other encounters. So your soul is deeply, deeply, deeply connected to this person. So a lot of the reasons you can foresee what's going to happen with them is because you are telepathically, deeply connected to their mind. You feel things, hear things, and see things that they're experiencing. In a way, you get a sense of what's coming. You sense the storm before it comes. And it could be months before it happens. It could be years before it happens, but you've sensed it. And like a true psychic, Gemini, all I'm trying to say is this breakup with the third-party situation is going to play out exactly as you thought or saw it. It feels like a manifestation, but mostly it's your psychic intuition that foresaw this event, and it's playing out. You're coming in as the Queen of Cups. You're divinely guided, and promptly you listen to your instincts all the time. You're very psychic, and you might even dabble into magic. You know, Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. So this is a very spiritual, very magical, very, very insightful, powerful, psychic, intuitive person. And you are definitely part of fate. And I'm going to tell you, like magic, this person's going to come back in your life apologizing that you were right all along. And they're also just going to be very humble with their tail between their legs and just saying, listen, Gemini, I know I'm stupid. I know I made mistakes. I know I'm not right. You know, can you just be patient with me? I know I'm a fool and I did foolish things. A red card wants to pop out. What is it? Oh, Casanova. Sweep you off your feet. We're going to go ahead and dive into what this person's energy is towards you. But first, let's look at these. So 3 of Cups celebration. You're going to be jumping for joy again. Super happy that this is happening. You have wished on a star for this. You have prayed. You have hoped, wished. everything, all your intentions. Please, 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 please make this happen. And then you get the reunification. You've been working on this for years. You, Gemini, wow, you could have been at this for 8 years or more or less, but years, okay? So you're like, honey, you don't even know, Steph. You have no idea how long I've been working on this relationship. Working, tilling the soil, tilling and tilling and tilling the soil. And you might be a gardener as well. I just got that message. But I was learning about gardening recently, and I just heard, and this is for you new gardeners, and I'm a new gardener, so I'm just giving you a tip that I heard. But did you know that after starting an actual vegetable garden, that it takes 3 years before the pests move on? And I've never really started one yet. I'm starting to, like an actual in the backyard garden. But I didn't realize that pests could be a real problem when you first start your garden. And we're talking just bugs, not the critters, but the bugs. And those pests come and eat your crops, before they're ripe. They just eat them, and you're left with very little. From what I understand, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true for Colorado, but that's what I heard. We don't really have a whole lot of bugs in Colorado. Thank God. We really just don't. Thank God. We're so high up and it's cooler at night, so I don't know. I guess bugs just don't thrive. But we do have bugs, just we're not flooded with them or anything, like Florida or the South or anything like that. But 3 years. And I was like, And they said, well, the soil has to get all the nutrients, set up the worms, the whole situation, the roots, the plants. The plants learn their environment, and they create some kind of repellent against bugs also. And it takes the plants years to formulate their little formula to prevent these bugs from coming on them. And they say, so a lot of people don't realize the plants and the soil take years and time, seasons, to create the perfect mixture so they can survive and thrive. And they're living things, So I'm like, wow, this is really cool. But they're like, so many people do a garden, and the first year it doesn't pan out. So they either give up or they'll try a second year and they give up again because it's just not working. And they think it's their soil. They think it's their location or the sun or something. And they're like, really? This is coming from a real farmer. Like, honestly, it just takes about 3 years for that cycle to hit, for that new crop, for that new garden to thrive. They're growing. So they're like, don't give up. Keep planting, keep tilling, keep doing what you're doing for 3 years plus, and you're going to see your garden thrive, And you don't need to use pesticides or nothing like that. So I don't know. I'm just hearing that for you. And it's probably more than 3 years for you because we got 8 years. Pentacles mean years in tarot. So, it's somewhere around 8 years. But it's like, don't throw in the towel just because it didn't happen a few years ago. Come on now. Let's put in the work, like the actual work. Let's do this. It takes time to get it right. It takes time for you to thrive and this person to thrive. So we're going to get all up in the tea real quick. We're at 28 minutes. Let's get a little bit deeper and see what's been going on with your masculine to make this happen. I hope you guys are liking this video so far. If you're looking for anything personal from me, Gemini, you can reach me down there at the bottom and we'll schedule, okay? I'm a couple weeks out, but, it's worth the wait. Trust me, it's definitely worth the wait. So let's get in. What is your person dealing with? Ooh, the tea. Tell me, please, Spirit, what is going on with this DM behind Gemi's back? Like, what's happening over there? Fill Gemini in. Fill Gemini in. Oh, okay, so I just realized something and I kind of spaced it. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. And just so you know, we got Libra, Leo, and Cancerian up in the house. for Gemini. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. Okay, so look at this tea. We got 2 Queen of Swords, and that is some of the biggest, juiciest tea. Woo! Queen of Swords doesn't play. She is the katana. She's got that sword. She ain't playing. It's slice and dice. No words, you know. It's like just be quiet and listen and hear her out. She breaks out that sword. She ain't playing. She's already got it up. She's got her hand out. She's communicating. True Gemini. She's like, breaking it down. She's like, let me tell you, let me tell you. So she is spitting the tea. She is saying how it is. And she's not playing games. And then the Ace of Swords is here. So there's nothing but the truth that has been spoken. And honey, this is some tea because this person has been keeping secrets, of course, that they obviously need to come out. And the Queen of Swords is saying this, whatever's done in the dark, honey, it's going to come out to the light. So your divine masculine is being called out here. Queen of Wands is present. She's listening. Letter or news coming in. Ooh, honey, I think this this Leo energy, ooh, the Sun, Queen of Wands, really spitting the truth. Okay, just saying it as it is. No hair on their tongue, just blunt, just out there. And someone's been quiet about it, 8 of Swords. Someone was like, you know what? It's like I had a gag order. I couldn't talk, you know, but now I'm talking. I'm singing like a canary on Sunday. We are Tweety Bird. Somebody is just talking and singing away at the truth, the facts, the evidence, the receipts, what's been going on. And this is good news for you, Gemini, because you're like, oh my God, that's all I wanted. I just wanted the truth out. I knew once the truth came out, this relationship would be over. So you, Gemini, may have been holding back some evidence, holding back some facts. For whatever reason, you felt like it wasn't your place to say anything. But this Leo did the work for you. This Leo came out proud, 6 of Wands. I'm going to just let you know what I know, let you know what I see. And it's facts. Straight facts. What are the straight facts? What are the straight facts, please, Spirit, that the Queen of Swords is spitting out during this argument, this fight? I feel like I'm losing my mind. The awakening. I'm going crazy. That Gnarls Barkley song is what I'm hearing. Who do you think you are? Ha 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 ha, bless my soul. I don't know all the words, but I'm hearing it. And that's what I feel like I'm losing my mind. Someone's like, who do you think you are? You must think I'm crazy. I cannot believe the facts I have on you. I regretted it the second I saw pain in your eyes. I can't let go. Gasping. Ooh, okay, here's the tea. Somebody got busted and they have receipts, facts, pictures, evidence, and there's no denying it. And it's like embarrassment. It's like, I am so embarrassed. I am so embarrassed. Listen, I think your divine masculine's embarrassed, honey. I think this Leo's calling him out and just like, listen, I thought I lost my mind when I found out you were cheating, lying, deceiving me, sneaking around. But I saw it with my own eyes. I drove by. I took pictures. I have receipts, screenshots. I listened, whatever. Like, they have facts. They have evidence. And I can't let go of what I've seen. I cannot get it out of my mind. And I can't forgive you. And my eyes are open. You know, this is the awakening. And I need you gone, sir. Or it could be ma'am, but I need you gone. I can't even believe I've been in the same household with you. This is ridiculous. Okay? And this person's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry. You know, I love you. 2 of Cups. I want to be with you. Please forgive me. I need more time, like, to make this up to you. Let me make this up to you. And this person's like, no, you keep way too many secrets. And they're revealed. You just hide too much from me. And they're like, but please, let me give you this offer. I'll give you whatever you want now. Okay, I've learned my lesson. You know, I'm so sorry. I was, you know, excuses. I'm going through something. You have to understand the position I was in, you know, just making excuses. The Chariot, this person's like, no, pack your stuff and get out. Move on. Move on. Go. 7 of Pentacles. Could be 7+ years. This person has been cheating. 3 of Pentacles. Third party. This is also a group thing. I also believe this person had a friend or a family member with them in the house while this argument was going on. Let me grab some tissue real quick, guys. So this person's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? And their friend is like, no, girl, don't put up with this. Or no, boy, you don't know. They've got this other person on the phone or on the other line that's like, you need to be strong. And you need to tell this person it's over. You can't listen to all their excuses, their tears and their crying. You need to let this go. And, you know, they're trying to give the other person strength to do the leaving. And they're trying to listen. They're trying to be like, yeah, I got to listen to you. I can't keep myself stuck in this connection. You're right. I got to do the right thing. I got to confront them. So they're working with somebody else, and it could be a parent. It could be a best friend, you know. But this person's like, I'm here for you. Okay, I'm your support. All right, you could do this. And the other person's like, 10 of Wands. This is such a burden. I'm weighed down with such a heavy burden to break up with this person. You know, I'm married to this guy. We live together. Or this girl, you know, we share things. Like this is really, really, really hard. This is not an easy thing to do. And, you know, Queen of Wands, like, I know, whoever said breaking up was easy. It's not. It's really hard, but you have to do it. And, you know, someone's saying the only reason this person is sticking around is for financial gain. Hi, Angie. I'm so glad you have the desire to speak. In a Gemini reading, no less. Speak out, speak up. Queen of Swords, thank you so much for being here. So yeah, this person's like telling them, hey, the only reason this guy or this girl's around is because you have something to offer them. Okay? Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Honey, are we just going to bring out all the queens? All of them? In every deck? We have the whole set. Plus, we have 2 doubles of queens. Like, we have so many queens. Is it safe to say that that whole fight and situation was highly emotionally charged? And the Queen of Cups is like, this is reached the utmost emotional situation. Listen, honey, they even went and got mother involved. Queen of Cups. Yep. Mom is involved. Mom is up in this fight, giving support. And there could even be a feminine father here that's like, I handle the money, the business side of things. Like, you need to get out. This person just wants you for your house, for your car, for your financial security. Get up and get the heck out of this right now. Hierophant, honey, you got to go. Okay? Look at this fool trying to act like they're committed. Meanwhile, there's a third party. Come on, give me a break. The Moon, this is not going to work. There's too many frustrations. There's too much deception. Emotions are up and down. Don't be deceiving yourself. They're like, don't fool yourself. He's not trustworthy. You can't trust him. He's out Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah. Emperor making babies, screwing other people, doing other things, playing daddy in other households. Like, no, you can't trust this guy. He's selfish, Nine of Cups. Tower, let him go. Let him go. Bye. You know, look at his past. And someone's like, check his past records. Someone's like, this man, or it could be a woman, was married in the past, had children in the past, and cheated and did the same damn thing. And you think this person's going to be good for you? And like, just, come on, this person did the same darn thing over and over again. Don't play yourself a fool. Don't be ridiculous. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Look at that, 777, 777. And the King of Swords is like, facts. Facts. You should have known the evidence before you even got up in this mess. Now the king wants to show up because we've had all the queens. It's all been emotions. Now we got justice twice. Go ahead. Call the police. Call whoever. Go to court. Get it done. Get it done. Get this legal. Leave this man or this woman, this situation. We've got to go. We've just got to go. This is too much. Too much. Mom and dad are involved. Everyone's, there's so many people involved. But this is the tea. This is what's going on in the fight, Gemini. They're lying through their teeth. It's ridiculous. Okay, they need to look at their past. So like, this is nuts. How dare you trust this person? How could you even think you could trust this person? This is insane. You got to move up. You got to move out. Get out. Leave. You're just... And this person's like, no, I'm sorry. No. Someone on the other person's team is just like, no, we don't have time for excuses and apologies. Tell this man or this woman to get out immediately, or we're going to take this to a higher level. We're going to elevate this, because I kind of get the feeling that this DM has begged, cried, or pleaded in the past before. Anyways, that's the tea. That is what's going on. And they're like, I feel like I'm going crazy, but that's what's going on. Truth has never been more spoken. And I tell you, this DM is speechless. He's just like, I don't know what to say. Except you were right. You were right. And, now I'm sitting in my own mess. This was bound to happen. What is this person's intentions for you? How about that? All right. Because, they're not ready to talk about all the details. Ooh, no. God forbid you hear all the details of this fight. They're not trying to scare you off as well. They're like, and I think a lot of it is about you. Because obviously if you're involved in this third-party situation and your person is getting a divorce, you've been involved for years, 8 of Pentacles, for a while. So for you, you know what's going on, and you're just like, I'm involved. Maybe a lot of these arguments were about you, or you just knew it was coming. This person's intentions for you is, drum roll, spring, erotic activation on the horizon. They're just like, they want to romance you. We did see Casanova earlier. We saw sweep you off your feet. They want to shower you with some kind of romance. We have a little Romeo over here, this DM, okay? Love language. We saw some of these cards earlier, long distance, etc. Phantom lover, the stars align. They want to romance you now. I don't know how you feel about this, though. 44 minutes, by the way, and 44 seconds. Call those fours. Are you, like, oh, I don't know. Okay. How do you feel? I don't know, because I'm not you, but I'm just going to ask the cards. And if you want to comment where you're at on this, let us know, if this reading is resonating for you. But oh my gosh. It's kind of embarrassing, but how do you feel about this person that is going through drama and still apologizing to that other person, like begging, pleading to stay, but they're like, no, pack your bags, go. Then they show up and they're like, look what the cat dragged in. I'm kicked out. I'm kicked out and I want to romance you. Do you trust this person? Do you think they really do have feelings for you? I mean, I know it says divine masculine, but, let's just really ask that question. Okay? Because you've, on one hand, you have been praying, because we have it all in here, fantasy, the star, we have a lot of spiritual. You've been praying for this to happen. So on one hand, you want this. You want Casanova to show up at your doorstep, tail between their legs, look what the cat dragged in. Apologies. You want that. On the other hand, it's been so many years you've been tolerating them in this other situation. It kind of curdles your stomach. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you feel. We'll get the cards. How does Gemini feel about this? You miss them. You miss them, to be honest. You're happy for the communication. You love them forever. I mean, I guess it doesn't faze you. I mean, you're just like, it doesn't faze me. I've wanted them to get out of this situation. For a lot of you guys, this could be your kid leaving a bad marriage, coming home to mom. We do have Cancerian mother energy here. So, it could be you have an eldest or an older adult child that's like, Mom, me and my spouse are breaking up. I beg to stay and work it out. They don't want to. It's over. You were right. I should have left them a long time ago, Mom. I want to come back home. Can I come back home for a while and just figure it out, So for a lot of you guys, this is an adult child returning, saying, Mom, I failed my marriage, right? And you're like, I didn't want you with this person anyways. I told you that years ago, but you didn't listen to me. I'm like, I know, but it is what it is. They turn their friends against me, Mom. His or her whole family's against me. They're influencing that person, and I don't stand a chance. I can't compete with the people that are telling my spouse these things. I can't. So for a lot of you guys, that's your son or daughter. For some of you guys, this is your best friend who you've tried to get out of a bad relationship for years, and you're like, girl, get out. And they just stayed and stayed. And maybe there was abuse, And you're like, I wanted you and these kids to get out for so long, girl. Or, to a guy, I wanted you to get out so long. But you just never did. And here you are, years later, but you're here, free. I'm glad. And for your kid or your friend, you're like, welcome home. Of course you're welcome to stay with me. Of course you're welcome at my door. I miss you. I love you. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad I get to hear from you. You got caught up in a, domestic situation. You got caught up in a bad relationship. And I'm so glad that you found your way out and you're safe. Like, I'm so glad. I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to crucify you for how long it took, So you're telling your friend or your kid this, And you're trying to help them get out of their codependency, out of their addictions, out of their bad relationship. So for a lot of you guys, this is family. And you're like, of course, I'm here for you. I love you. And if you're not ready to talk about it, because your kid or your friend is like, I'm not really ready to communicate about what happened yet, and they're just like, I'm not ready. When I'm ready to talk, I'll talk, but I just don't want to right now. And it's like your connection's worth waiting for. So you're like, it's okay. Whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here for you, honey. And so that's how it is if it's family or friends. Now, if this is a lover, this is your romantic partner in which you've been with for many, many years, but they've been in a terrible, toxic, karmic connection. And you know they were addicted, or they were codependent, or they were there for some other twisted reason. It's no surprise to you that they were begging to stay over there, because you knew they didn't want to be uprooted from their comfort zone. And you're like, I've known this, Steph. It doesn't hurt me, and it doesn't surprise me that this person is, page a cupping this other person, trying to fix it, even though they have feelings for me, even though they've been seeing me secretly. It's still, you're like, it doesn't surprise me. Okay. And so you're like, it's okay. Because this person had an addiction, or this person had a need or a wound. And you're like, it doesn't surprise me. I still love them. So you're like, Steph, I still love them. I still miss them. I'm still going to welcome them back into my life. And you're like, you can throw shade, you can throw haterade at me for taking this person in, taking this person back. But you're like, Steph, you have no idea how long I prayed and waited for this person to get clear-minded, to just be free of it. So you're like, the simple fact I get a phone call that they need me, they miss me, and they're mine now. They get to come home. I get to, detox them, if you will. I'm grateful. Because you're like, I'm happy to help detox this person and get them back into reality. Back to reality. I don't know that song, but right? Back to reality. That's what I'm hearing. So you're like, go ahead and judge me if you will, but this is what it is. So Gemini's like, yes, I'm taking this full back, and I'm going to be there for this person because I love them. How I feel about it regardless is it's my choice. Oh, back to life, back to life, back to reality, right? There you go. It's soul to soul. Okay. All right, girl. See? And so Jemmy's like, honey, this is my choice, my life. It doesn't have to make everyone else happy. They don't have to live it. It's mine. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Your DM is leaving, farewell, their karmic situation. It's a gamble for you. You don't know what to expect with all this. It's a shot in the dark here, right? You're like, I'm hoping for the best. Fantasy Forest, I'm hoping for the best. But it's also, I saw this coming. I was intuitive. I knew it. I felt it. It would come. This day would come. So it is what it is. What does your DM want to tell you that he's not telling you? And he could be a she. It's just an energy. But what does this DM want to tell you, honey? If they could. I'm not saying they are going to say these things, but they want to say these things. So let's go ahead and get a look. Because, they want to communicate, but not yet. So what is in the future? What may be said here from this person? I'm seeing the truth. See, that's Queen of Swords. Girl, I'm seeing the truth. Boy, I see it now. I see it now. My eyes are opened. Water energy, look at that. I love you. Love, emotions, family, support, comfort, spiritual, past connections. They love you. They're just going through it, aren't they? They're just going through it. They're telling you, I finally let it go. You've been wanting me to let this go. I finally let it go. Seeking out support in friends and family, which is you. That's why they're apologizing. I need the help. I needed to get out of this toxic situation. I want to give my all to you. I want to do better. I want to be right. I want to make you proud. I want you to know I'm worthy. You know, I want to give you my best. The grass isn't greener over there on the other side, but I left it all behind me. And I'm healing my inner child. That's great. Mom and dad issues, painful past, and family disputes. Great. What is in their shadow that you don't know about? Or maybe you do because you're psychic, but you know, what is in their shadow? Bonus. Repelled. Uncomfortable. Fixated. It's not going to be easy for them to let go of this other situation. Because for them, it triggers some kind of an abandonment wound with the repelled. So, you know, that's something you don't know, but you should know in this reading. This is not something that they're easily going to be able to recover from, you know. It's going to take a substantial amount of time. They don't want this to be known to you, the void, but they've been very codependent on very cruel, ruthless people. I mean, this could be your kid, your friend, your lover, like I said, but they were used to being dependent on mean, cruel, toxic people. And what happens when you are dependent on someone like that? It's kind of a brainwashing, right? You think lowly of yourself. You feel like trash. You feel like you deserve what you're getting. You know, and I think the only reason this person ever cheated on this toxic person in the first place was because they were looking for love. They were looking for friendship, intimacy, nurturing. They weren't getting it from this toxic person, yet they wanted to stay abused there. You guys ever hear of Stockholm syndrome? It's when someone's been kidnapped or abused and they have feelings for their abuser or their kidnapper. Like they feel sorry for them. They're sympathetic, empathetic, or they love their abuser. They grow to love them through some sick manipulation. And they just, you know, that's all they know. And so they're concerned if their abuser goes to jail or their abuser gets put somewhere or hurt, or, you know, they feel guilty and, you know, they go through that. Your person, whoever this is, suffers not extreme Stockholm syndrome, but they got it a little bit to where they feel somewhat guilty because of their infidelity and cheating and lies, but they don't realize they were sneaking away like a starving child was sneaking away to get food. How sad. You know, I'm not saying that's the situation, but think about that. A child that is starved at home, loves their abusive parents, but is starving, goes outside and hoards another neighbor's fridge or raids the trash and then gets caught. They tell that kid, you're a sneaky, lying, no good, terrible child. You're disrespectful. You're disobedient. You're a terrible, wretched kid. Like, we are so ashamed of you. And the kid may actually believe them and just be like, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have betrayed you. I shouldn't have left this house. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please love me. It's not good for them. They weren't doing anything wrong, sneaking away to get fed. That's normal. It's a basic human instinct. But they're so abused, they don't see that. They just feel bad that they hurt their caretakers. And whoever was cheating on this Queen of Swords, it was for good reason. Good reason. They were psycho or something sick. They were mean. They were cruel. They were cold. Their words were venom. Your kid, friend, or lover was in a relationship that they abused them verbally, like a lot. They told them they were stupid, they were no good. They told them they were low lives. They didn't stack up to their opinion. And they just made this TM feel this big. And maybe that was their karma, but either way, that's what they were going through. That Queen of Swords was not nice. Cruel, cold, calloused, and ruthless. And psychological abuse took place, and maybe even verbal abuse took place. And you're right, Angie, could be financial codependency and even narcissistic codependencies here. You know, this Queen of Swords is like, I didn't buy you a birthday present. You didn't deserve it. Oh, I didn't want to celebrate your birthday because you were a piece of crap. Or I didn't cook you any dinner because I already ate. Selfish, cruel, callous, and narcissistic. This is the kind of, oh my God, I just had a flash. I just had a huge flash. I don't know what movie I saw. Oh, it was the Broderick story. It was a true story on Lifetime. I don't know her first name, but it was something Broderick. Who knows? You guys can look it up. Broderick. It's a 1980s true story of a wife that murdered her husband and his new wife. But the flash that came over my mind about kind of what I think goes on in this house, she got given a gift for Christmas, and she told her husband what she wanted for Christmas. So she was demanding on what kind of gift he was going to give her, which really isn't a gift. If you have to pick it out, that's just weird. But she was so controlling. She's like, I really want this diamond ring. And so they went, she pointed it out, whatever. Well, Christmas came around and he went out and he got her something else. It was a different ring. And it was still a ring, but a different ring. And she's like, oh, you got me the ring. So she's unwrapping it. Mind you, her 3 children are watching her open this gift. And she's unwrapping it all excited. And she opens it up and she's like pissed, so angry. And she's like, what is this? What is this? And he's like, it's blah, 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 blah. He's explaining the gift. And she's like, quiet. And he's like, I hope you like it. And he gave her a kiss. And she was like, quiet again. And he goes, listen, I know it's not the one that you asked for, but I saw this one and I liked it better. And I thought it would look better on you. It was a gift from his heart to her. Hello, be happy, woman. No, she lost her marbles. Peaches, you remember this? Yeah, she lost her SHIT, guys, on Christmas morning in front of the kids. And this is a valid memory of this real woman that her kids said happened. And she goes off on him in front of the kids and said, you selfish SOB. Of course, you got me something I didn't want. You went out and got the car you wanted, but no, you couldn't stand to get me something I wanted. I sacrificed so much for this family and I can't get one thing I want on Christmas. Here, take your dang ring. And she threw it at him and stormed upstairs like a spoiled, rotten brat in front of her children. Some were very young. And they're looking at their dad like, I am so sorry, Dad. They're kids, they're learning, and they're like, I know that's wrong. You should never act ungrateful for a Christmas gift. And so the kids feel terrible for their dad. Like, I am so sorry. Dad, you did something so nice. And, I'm sorry Mom didn't appreciate it. We love you, Dad. And that was, we love our gifts. And he was just embarrassed. And he held his kids and he was like, I'm so sorry that you guys had to see that. I'm so sorry that you guys are going through that. He felt so bad for his kids. And he knew he had to have a divorce. Let me tell you, was he cheating? Yes, he just started cheating because she was being a total wretched bitch for years. So he just started cheating, and he met a very nice woman. She treated him right, and he loved her. She was sweet and loving to him, and she gave him his needs that this wife was not. So I'm not saying I condone people to cheat in their marriages, but I'm saying in this reading, and you guys have to see what your relationship is really like, Gemini, or what this karmic relationship is really like to say if this is your story or not. But this divine masculine is in a toxic connection. And have they been cheating? Yes, and they've been sneaking around, probably with you. Okay. And if it's your son or your friend, have they been messing around on this person? Yeah, they probably were. But they're so brainwashed into that relationship, they didn't want it to end. They just wanted to go get their needs met. Insane justice, sure. I can do Libra next. Absolutely. So, yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to explain that to you to kind of soften the blow on the cheater in this story, because the cheater definitely cheated, and the lies and the evidence and the receipts and the facts are coming out. Just like that Broderick story. She threw out all the evidence in court that her husband was indeed cheating, having an affair with somebody, and it was the truth, and she was angry, but she deserved it, to be honest. And he was trying to be really nice. I'm not saying that's this story, but listen, your DM is trying to be nice. Your DM got caught, embarrassed, flogged basically in front of their partner and their family. Could be their kids, could be their parents, friends, whoever. Like, they're embarrassed publicly. 6 of Wands is like, I'm definitely embarrassed publicly. Look at this. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords in public, 6 of Wands. They are just completely told off in front of other people. That's abusive. And they didn't know what to say. They've been hiding, keeping secrets, and they're just being told to get out. And so you know what? It should be a good thing that this is happening, but it's catastrophic. And this DM is shocked at their life falling apart. And this affects their job. It affects their money. It affects their car. It affects their phone. Their everything. It just affects everything. Like, this is a mess. This is a big mess. So anyways, that's why I think you miss them. You're understanding and you're welcoming them back into your life, because it's your choice. And you realize this person is suffering from some kind of abuse and they need to get detoxed from it. They don't want to tell you this. They're keeping distant, They don't want to share with you this is what's really going on, that they're dependent. This is their void. This is something they don't want you to see, that they have these kind of issues, because they do want to save some kind of face with you. And so you don't think they're weird or a total piece of crap, They're like, I don't want to scare you off with my inner drama. So they don't want you to know. So I just wanted you to know that some of the things they're not telling you. Okay. Anyways. What should we expect here in the near future? What's coming up quickly, Spirit? I think this is great news. They're coming in. Look what the cat dragged in. They're coming in. That blue deck is cool. Yeah, it really is. Angel of Innocence, the Fool. Yay! Page of Cups, friendship. You guys are going to start your reconnection more like friends. Just soft, gentle, slow. You're going to work their way into their heart. They're going to work their way into yours. This is a healing. It's going to take a little healing, a little time. But they love you. You love them. And I think this is warm. It's kind. It's good. It's very, very healthy. And we have the Fool here, Angel of Innocence. And it's like, we finally get a new beginning, fresh new start. Yay. Again, the gamble, I'm going to take a leap of faith. And the answer is yes. This is a gamble to be with someone that's got some issues, but you know what? Let's hope for the best. We're being divinely guided. I don't think this is so bad. I really don't. What does Spirit want to tell you from afar, you know? What Spirit wants to say about all of this and how it's transforming? Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective group as a final closing card on what you see for all of this? So intuition, and we kind of started with that with the forced fantasy. We have the descent in reverse, bottom of the deck. So overall energy is descent in reverse, intuition in reverse. Let's see what's going on. When this card comes in reverse, Spirit says, sometimes this person that you love so much has ignored their intuition out of fear. They knew they weren't in a good situation, but they didn't listen to their gut. They were overwhelmed. They were stressed out. They didn't know where to turn. And even though their intuition always held the key, their past trauma or their rigid beliefs drowned out their gut feelings about that relationship. They were scared of the challenge that they would face if they didn't go along. They even felt a little bit threatened. What impedes their trust of what they know now to be true is just confusion. They do want a different outcome. And Spirit says that is the truth. They're no longer descending into darkness. They're kind of coming out. This looks like they're going down, into the dark night of the soul. This is coming out of it, in my opinion. It's in reverse. And that card says, overall, underall energy. They may want a quick, fast, easy fix to kind of fix that situation, but it's their impatience and nervousness and a dangerous, compulsive disorder of actions that they take in order to stop the tower, the natural force of events. So whenever they talk, oh, I'm sorry to that other person. I love you so much. I'll do whatever you want. That's just the feeling compelled in their compulsive disorder to just fix it really quick so they can stop the tower. Spirit says they were actually in denial of the toxic situation they were actually in and how they prolonged that situation altogether. If addictions were present, that's even more of a reason why they had been stuck as long as they were. Be glad Spirit is here helping, and they can finally now take a deep breath and just enjoy the changes in their life now that they're out of it. So they're coming out of a funk, Gemini. Your beloved is coming out of toxicity. And that is a praise God moment. That is a thank you to answer my prayers moment. This is a happy time. You've been praying for this. Okay, you've been wanting them. The answer is yes, to say farewell and kick the bucket on that. And finally, you get what you've asked for. So Spirit says rejoice. And if this is about love and not family or friends, what does Spirit want to tell you about your love with this person? Hi. Of course I would drop it. Spirit says, what could be very healing? What is going to be very, very healing for them and you, which is true, because it brings up serotonin, dopamine, a new addiction to you, your body, your scent, your heart, your soul is sexual union. So Spirit says when you guys get back together, if this is a relationship, that your sexual union is going to be very healing. Because now they're not going to be addicted to that toxic person. They're going to be addicted to you, which is much healthier for them. And it says, honor this place in one another, where you guys are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. And for whatever reason on your path, you guys crossed paths and you were meant to go through this healing. You were meant to help this person's soul, through addiction and abuse. You were meant to kind of heal. And this person was meant to help you grow in your determination, in your psychic abilities, and in your magical abilities. This person was here to kind of awaken that, you know? So they helped you, you helped them. That's kind of a soul agreement. You're finally going to get the communication you've been wanting about what's been going on and why in your spiritual journey. And you're going to understand. This is the awakening. Like, I get it now. I get why our souls crossed paths. I get why we've been through what we've been through. And I understand. On a higher level, I understand. So anyways, Gemini, look what the cat dragged in. Return and apologies. Your person is coming back to life, back to reality. Back to life, back to reality. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. This is one reading of many. There's many more to come. Thank you for watching me. And I hope you like this video and subscribe. And I hope I get to see you again in the comments, wherever. If this reading resonated with you, please put a red heart. If it didn't, can you just put a blue? You could either like this video or not. But if you do subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm coming. Because YouTube's kind of, it depends on when they notify. But hit the bell icon at the top. Click it twice. So you get all at the very top. Just click that one. And hopefully it will let you know more often when I'm live. And yeah, if you're looking for a personal, the description below will show you how to reach me in that website. And you have a blessed and beautiful, wonderful day, Gemini. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Angie. I love you, girl. Good to have you.